Hey, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome back to a new stream, or welcome to the stream if it's your first time. I'm seeing a little bit of a thingy there. Let me just adjust the camera a little bit. Yes, there we go. Yeah, so I'm back for another stream. It's Outranked. I'm building this game, and I'm pretty sure that whoa, got a lot of viewers here. Hey, hello, good evening. Yes, hello, Erwin. Well, this is the same evening that they're deciding if you're gonna rejoin us, huh? So that's definitely exciting. So let's see. What was I doing? I know what I was doing. I was doing a lot of UI. And let's see. Oh, I have done a lot of things. Let me just get back into this. So this game I'm building, I actually made a lot of changes yesterday evening that I did not commit. This is like a way bad thing I can do. That's not good. I should. Oh yeah, I did a lot of things. Like what I did do? I created adds new version of team select with an player list and without like text labels. Well, meanwhile it's staging. So basically gonna wait for that, I guess, but meanwhile I can already, like, it's also opening Outranked. I imported a shitload of assets. That was the previous commit you see here, 10,000 files. That's quite a lot of things. So there we go. Now I can actually commit this. Running commit, but now this. So basically I made this little interface change. Well, little, it's quite a big interface change, and that's the new way of looking at the interface for choosing a team. So because what we figured during our last session, design session, was that there's two things. We don't want to use any text if possible, so that we can localize like the title or something and then say we've localized in like shitload number of languages and just can release in China and in Japan and in Korea and in Russia and whatever country we want to, and Arabic countries, anything, and we don't need to do any weird localization stuff. We only need to make sure that the game supports the fonts for the player names, because that's also a thing, of course. You have to support a Korean and a Japanese and a Chinese and a Cyrillic and an Arabic font to be able to say that you've actually localized the game in that way. But that's just a technical thing, and it doesn't need translation of all your game stuff. So what we want to do is make sure that it works in the player names and in the chat, but there's no actual label saying pick your team. So this thing, we need to test this, of course, with people, but this interface would say pick your team without actually saying pick your team. So what I've got here is so basically you'd have two teams you can pick from if there's two teams, which we're starting out with, and then you'd see the team list that has 10 players in there, and of course they'd all be disabled at the start, and then you can just pick your team. So this is what I'm doing first. I'm disabling all of them, and then the ready button also gets enabled. Well, and you have to do that and change the color. That's weird actually, but it's like that. I also have to change the color of the text on there, like the alpha. So that will be, when it's enabled, it will be like that. And when it's disabled, it will be like this. And it also will have a different text, because now it has this thingy, but it will first need to have that symbol. One thing I also did was add font awesome for all those icons. That's of course the random button. I see that there's kind of a weird thing going on here with the shadow. Doesn't look perfect. Ah, yeah, that should be. Yes, that's better. All right, so and then there's an exit button if you decide not to join this game. So this is just after actually going into a game. So that is the game room itself. We still have to make sure that that's what I think one thing we have to translate is where you choose whether you're hosting a game or you're joining a game. But I think that's not a lot of text. Let me see, scenes. So for instance, that's main lobby, right? What? It's not really showing anything. Oh, that's because nothing was rendering. The camera is not clearing. Well, fine. But that, welcome to Outranked, host new game or join. Basically, those are things we probably need to have text for. But those are like 3 things, and enter room code as well. I think that we'll see. I mean, welcome and outranked can just be outranked. We don't need to translate that, but welcome, of course, is super easy to translate. And then those are also pretty small. Let's get into the next phase, which is actually player spawning. So right now we've got the synced logic, which I think I would just call game logic again. Oh, I'm not in the prefab, am I? Oh no. I'll revert everything. Yes. Okay, so I'm going in the prefab. I'm gonna do stuff there. Team list. Oh, I could actually have applied that, but it's iffy. Come on. Yes, I'll do it in one go. That's easier. Woof, 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 woof. Oh, that's not good. What happened there? Oh, that one got disabled. All right. And this. Okay. So what I have to do now is make logic that works to add a player to that team. But right now the buttons just immediately set pick team. Immediately puts them into the team and just goes on. We'll need some more logic for this. So that will be in here. Whoa, now 2 is shared. That's specifically weird. Two and 3 is shared with other TN objects. Super weird. Revert. And it keeps doing that. Okay, now overrides. Let me, now that I've saved it, oh no, okay. I can save it again, now it's good. Yeah, I was saying that the game logic needs to, oh wow, they're still importing, huh? Jeez. Yeah, this is putting a little bit of strain on my system. But I'm gonna make sure that the, there we go. Game logic, there we go. The button press, like pick team, shouldn't automatically like show the cards and turn off the team picker, that's a different phase now. So that should be like teams. That should actually be something that's a remote call. Teams done or something. Teams confirmed. All right. Oh, and that should be a new RFC. RFCs dot teams confirmed, and that we need to generate. All right. I need to call that at some point, but now it just sets the team, but also has to send this. So I have to know the player's playing name, which actually should be something before starting. We will add that at some other point. I'll make a note card for it. Okay. There we go. Create a task that says player name, load from platform / change. All right. Number of teams, and then that's called from just starting the server. Oh yeah, starting the game, yeah. Others saved. Like also join, and anyone who joins later, yes. Teams confirmed. Team picker, yeah, so when does teams get confirmed? That's when everybody has joined. So that on the server I need to know which people have joined and which people have said they're ready. We need some countdown here so that people can actually stop. Oh wow. Okay, so everything is super slow now. Still importing there? Oof. Oh well. Looks like it's getting better there. Almost there. Let's think. Oh, there we go. So what was I doing here? I'm looking at making those lists available. Darn. Okay, let me just first make those. Okay, so this team picker, team buttons. Then we have the that's per team, so team member labels. And then we also have the actual labels themselves, so that's text mesh pro UI. That's super weird. Yes, using. And then team member. Let's just say team members, team member labels. And then, actually, then they can be the same thing. I don't need this separately. That's per team. And what else do I need? Can I actually do this in the inspector? Maybe I cannot. Nope. Oh, I also, yeah, okay. That's a pity. Can I? And this, does that maybe help? Probably not. Array of arrays. No, alright, it just doesn't do that. I do want it this way though. I'll just make a little struct. That has the text mesh pro UGUI, and that's labels. And then here we have a array of member labels, and now it should work. Yes. All right. So for those 4 teams, we could actually put the buttons in there as well, but let's do it differently. Let's call this team UI, and then game object like button labels team UIs. There we go. Name. Oops. String. Hold on. Team UIs 2.button set active. Yes, team UIs 3. Right. That should work. Team UIs. Okay, 4 of them. And the first one is red. The second one is blue. The third one is green. And the last one is yellow. Then the buttons. Pick your team. Team buttons. They're here. Team red button. Team blue button. Team green button. Team yellow button. Alrighty. And then the labels. That should be 10 labels. Oh, let's just add it like this. Alright, so that's red. Red gets added here. Nice. That's red. Blue. Blue. There. Green. Green. Yes. And yellow. Yellow. Labels. Alright. Got our labels here. There's the join thing that has the arrow that never needs to be. Anything needs to be done with that, so let's keep the buttons here so that we can change. Oops, we can change the actual thing that's done there, or do we? We don't even need to. Then those are the team UIs. What else do we need? We need a... by the way, 2 and 3 are also here. Not sure if they're gonna be able to work yet. Needs extra importing. Alright, let's go back here. What I need as well is a reference to the random button. Do I need that? No, I don't. I need a reference to the play button. So that is a button, ready button, and also the text on there. Text Mesh Pro UI, and then ready label. Alright, so I don't need these actually don't need that UI. Yes, there we go. And now the, let's see, the person picks a team. They are added by the server. So actually need kind of like a wait thing there. Or we just do client-side prediction of that as well. Yeah, let's say the team is what we choose, and we have lists of int. Yeah, we can have ints for though. The server will have player names for every player. Did we do that yet? Server players in room has ints. How do I get the name of the player? Joining. On player join. Player.name. So that's a tnet.player. Huh. Interesting. How do I usually get the players? Can I get that? I should look into that, but maybe I could just do that here. Players. Let's say team players. That sounds nice. We should. Yeah, we should say. Does every client need to do this? It seems nice to have this on the client side indeed. So it needs to be new list, and it needs to be 4 lists actually. New list of ints and a array of that 4 times. Oh, that's good. That's not working. Why not? Oh, some other language. Why is it not just doing this for me? All right, so basically 4 lists, 1 per team. Then set teams, that's the number of teams. Then of course the pick team needs to send the choice to the server. And that's kind of this kind of thing. And that is pick team. No, come on. Generate, there we go. And what team we've picked is team. Doesn't need a delayed action, can just send that. Does that need anything else? Not per se, but it needs the function, of course. So let me just do that quickly. I'm gonna do pick team. It needs an int of which team I've picked, and that means I've picked a team, which means the server has to confirm that and send that back. So it has to send it to everyone for the player, for the current player, but that I need to send that alone. In player, in player ID, and then in team. So there we go. If I'm the server, which I should be, I should say that the player has changed team, and then it should be possible if there's no, like if team players team count smaller than 10. That's a magic number, let's not do that. Smaller than team limit. Public const int team limit is 10. If it's not at the limit yet, then I can add the player to that list. So team players team dot add player ID, and then the list on the client side should actually show that. So basically I could use the same RFC for client and server side actually. If server logic dot on server, then I'm doing this, and then I send back the same RFC. I will. Others saved, like that's a target. Others saved. All right. Yes. And that's that. So that's basically for the server, and if we're not on the server, then we're gonna check if it's not our own ID. And then we know that then we know to add one. And otherwise we would have already done that once we've clicked. Do we actually want that? I don't think so actually. Picking team. Let's make that a thing that needs to, if not picking team already, then I'm picking it and team. Once it's sent and it's picked, then I'm saying picking team is false, which means I need a boolean for that. Team picker, let's put that here. Picking team. And also I need to disable those buttons. So I'm going to go through the buttons, which means for each, what is it again? Team UI, team UI, team in team UIs. Oh, UI. That was a little awkward. UI dot button dot interactable. What is setting? That's weird. Oh, it's the game object. Jeez. So that's not the actual button. No. That's the button object. Let's see where we are at. Button should be the actual button, because the button object is the shadow. And where are we? Just a bit above here. There. Button object. That's the one that should be not set active, and this one should be in interactable. Is false. And here we should set that back to true. All right, so I'm not gonna put myself in there. So this doesn't need to be there. Oh, hold on, it does. If it is myself picking, then I'm gonna put the UI back. That's the thing, actually. And then I'm also going to put the team player name into the... Did I make that yet? Yeah, that's the labels of the team UI. Oops. So team UIs, oh, team UIs, team dot labels. The number of players there. So, oh, hold on. Actually, I need to do this too. Big team. Yes. It needs to be team players dot length -2. Yeah, after it's been added. That's the index of the thing that has just been added. So basically this will be int list position, and then should just be -1. And then here it has a list position, and that would be dot text, and that's the name of the player. The player's data, get player. Ha, nice. Get player data. That's our player data. Okay, get player with the index player ID. Yes. Dot name. There we go. Is that the actual player's name? All players have a name that they choose from themselves. Yes, that's what we want to know. Then we're actually gonna enable that one. Team UIs team dot labels list position dot game object set an active true. Then that should do it. Now we have to let's say do player leaving. I'm not going to do that right now with the exit button. I need to just do it later. Now what I also need to do is make sure that this player wasn't added to something else yet. So I will on the server just keep a list of dictionary of ints to ints of player teams. And now it's getting awkward. I'll actually do this. And team players, and then the other way around. Player teams is new. Oh, no. New. That. Dictionary. Because then once a player picks a team, it can also be added to the. This is only doing it in the labels. Maybe we only do need to do it in the labels actually on the client side. So, okay. If the player teams has a contains key of the player already, then it's actually swapping. So what we're doing there then is yeah, we have to keep this on both sides. Yeah. We have to do this on both sides. This bit, yes. And after this, because after this we're gonna do player teams. Player ID. No. Yes, that's it. Player ID, the team. So we'll do this so that we can here check here. Oh, this is blah. Add player to team in player ID int team, and then we can prevent some code duplication there. Add player to team, player ID team, and now there we do this, but we also make sure that if it's in another team, we're gonna remove it first. So that means if team players, didn't I just do that? Player teams dot contains key player ID. Then we'll have to remove it first. Yeah, no, we did not do that. Okay, so if player teams okay, so if I'm gonna return here if it's an actual duplicate. Boolean. return a result. And here I'm gonna set result to true. Let's say result. What's gonna be like switching, something like that. And then if it was already there, then it needs to be removed. Let's make this an int. And if switched is larger than mine, or like larger or equal than 0, switching should be -1 first. And if switching, then switching would be player teams player ID. That's his old team. And also it should then remove it. Player teams remove player ID. Oops. Then also it should remove it from team players. So team players for the switching team, remove player ID, and then we can add them. Okay, and then the labels, that's here. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit more work because we have to remove it and then update all the labels that are below there, below that one. So yeah, they don't have a team ID. No, they don't. The list position is the one once it's added. Yeah, that's fine actually. It doesn't need that anymore though. Oh, I can just use this. I don't have to send that over the network. -1 because it adds, yes, okay, and then now I have to remove it from the labels. Let's say I'm gonna get if switched is indeed a team, and we have to remove it from that team. So team UIs of the switched team, the old team. Let's just call this old team. Old team. Team UIs from the old team. And then which one is removed? I.e. That's too much info here. Can't do that. I cannot do this. I need the team and I need the index. Can I just return two ints? Return new tuple int switching and okay, let's say tuple int. Is that a struct actually? Class. Oh. Well, it's -1 and -1, let's say that for now. Return switching. Old team dot item 1. And then item 2 is going to be what? Oh, that's true. That's true. That's what a tuple does. Yeah. All right. So we've got switching and we've got old position. Switching. Return new tuple. Int switching and old position. That's what we do. The old position is the position in the list. So that's when we remove it here. Old position is the position of that one. Index of player ID. And then we can actually make this one easier and remove it at old position. We send back those two things. And then we use the item 1 is the old team and item 2 is the position. Is that true? Okay, so that's the UI. There was some kind of way to do this. I could have tuple literals, that's a thing. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah, it's even easier now. Tuple literals are like this. Yeah, cool. I knew it. There's a C#7 function. Oops. I can make a tuple. Can I just do this? Oh man, this is so nice. Okay, so this is a tuple, still like a tuple, a double variable thing. A variable has two variables in it, but you can write it like this without the big notation of new tuple, etc. That's nice. So item 1 and item 2, I need to have them. I think I'll implicitly there's a deconstruction syntax here. Cool. Old team. This is even better. Very nice. Now I have two ints initialized and given the values of the things that are returned by this function via tuples. So I could call this a I think I could call this a Unity tip. It's basically a C# tip, but I don't have that, so this is very nice. If you want a function that returns two variables, then you could just use this. Very nice. Kind of almost like functional programming languages kind of syntax. What we're gonna do with those labels: old position, plotition, that's interesting, position. I'm gonna actually have to go through a for loop from old position until the current length of hold on, what? Oh, this is incorrect. Team players, team count. So I want to know how many labels I have to go through there, and that is, oops, the number of players that is in the old team at that point, because the last one I have to shut off. So I guess I need to no, -1. Yeah, so basically I'm going to set the team label for I, its text to the, oops, I+1 text. Yes. Then I go to the yeah, disable the old one. So this one, no, hold on, the label at the last position, that's count -1, and it's not -1 anymore, so yeah, should be disabled. I think I've done this pretty well now. So you can see here that I'm a programmer who was used to doing a lot of programming back when compiling took a long time. I'm just writing a lot of code and then I'm just testing it. I'm not testing it little bit by little bit. This is actually not correct. I don't have the I there anymore. Now I do. Yeah, that should do it. Let's just see if it works for one. Of course, this, oh yeah. I don't see how that could actually be a thing. Like, what? Oh, I didn't save this, that's why. Alright, game logic. Let's see what we have to assign. The button object for red, that's this thing. The button itself is this thing. Alrighty. For blue, button object, the button. For green, button object, and the button. For yellow, and the button object and the button. Then the ready button, that's a button, that's this one. the ready label. That's this one. Ready label. Really? Really label. Okay. Now, of course. Do I have some overrides here? Nice, no overrides, cool. Then I will go into the server scene, and then I hope that one of these is actually working, because otherwise I can't really test it anyway. Forward rendering is missing renderer feature. What? That's so weird. Okay, let me just close the scene view. Super weird. Fail to destroy. Okay. Is it working then? Oh, it is. So I got this nice new debugging software in there. Cool. I got lots of stuff in there, but Debugging Essentials is one of them. And it seems to be okay. That should not come up here. That's weird. I'm hoping that this will do anything. Will do something, I mean, sorry. Host new game. Boof, there we go. And nothing. This is, by the way, super weird. I got this last time as well. The second game I started did actually fire the event. Yeah, it does. Huh. Alright, so here's the pick the team thing. Boom. Ouch. Number of parameters does not. Okay, pick the team has too many. Oh yeah, of course. I didn't change that. Pick the team. That. Alright, let's try again. This is so weird. There's some asset pack that has that problem. Alright. Host new game, and this is again the first time it doesn't work. I have to look into that problem as well, but new game. What? Okay, so it wasn't the first time, it was just random. That is even that's even weirder. Now it just doesn't pop up anymore at all. And meanwhile here, multiple rooms have been made. Let's try again. I mean, this couldn't be it, right? Has been destroyed. Actually super weird, because in client logic, I'll just change that, by the way. I don't see how, well, I don't see how that would be a problem, but this thing here should do the null check, but then I should just do this. If main menu camera maybe it's because I've changed the Steamworks setup and I didn't really set it up properly yet. Well, all right, nothing. There we go. Okay, boom. Editor. Nice. That's actually my name. But now, nothing. That's too bad. But it did add me to red. Let's see if I can do it again. And then add to blue and see if that actually makes any sense. Nope. It still adds me to red. Somewhere I went wrong somewhere. Well, anyway, it still did something. It got my name right. Sort of. That's the wrong file. What was I doing here? So basically, picked team. Oh, hold on, maybe the buttons. I should actually just edit the thing without the scene. I should just edit the game room itself. Alright, so game room. Let's see. Team, red button, pick 0. Oh yeah, no, it does do 1, 2, or 3. Alright, so that's not it. So it sends the right team, supposedly. Team, 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 team. Here as well. Yeah. Strange. Let me just say, quickly debug here. Adding player ID to team old team old position, and let's see what happens. Oh, I actually don't need to do that anymore because I've got this debugging stuff. I should actually get into that. There's lots of things I can do with that thing, with that console, the in-game thing. Oh, yes. Exit prefab mode, please. Thank you. Here. This thing. But, oh. Oof. Adding player to team 0. Huh. That is weird. Can I... What was it? Oh, recording? What? No. I don't want recording. Well, there was some way to open those debugger. Huh, it's gone. Oh, maybe it's destroyed from the other room. Debugging essentials. This one. Use don't destroy on load. Yes, please. But now I can just add a little I could do that actually in add player on team. Add player to team. I should call this old team as well. Old team. That makes more sense. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-dum. We're also working on the music for this game, which is going to be pretty cool. And when I say we, I mean me and Luca Reason, or Reason, whatever we want to call him. is a nice musician that has joined our team for a while. Host new game, there we go, and then there was something. This should be not be showing, but there we go. Okay, so let me see. Boom. Team 0. So weirdly enough, oh, maybe it's one of those. It's okay in the prefab, but that's number 2, but it's probably not okay in the scene kind of things. Okay, no, there's no scene. Hold on, there is no scene. It instantiates this. So how the hell can it not send? That's insane. Let me go into this game room, canvas, game. Red button and then team blue button. Yeah, 1. Pick team 1. What? I need to fix this before I can stop today. Why? Oh, the inspector has a minimum height, I guess. That's weird. Well, let me try fixing this. I don't know what happens here. Da 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 da. Pick team, pick team. Something super weird is going on here because somehow it's sending 0 when the button is clearly sending non-zero. Like 1. Alright, let's see. Button, what? How can the button send 0? Hold on, let's look in the actual thing. That's the wrong one. This one, game room, canvas, pick your team, team buttons, team blue button. There we go. Pick team 1. How? What? And that's 0, so this is insane. It's sending 0. It definitely says on click, pick team 1. I don't know how to. Pick team and then printing that. Print team. And what team? I don't know what's happening here. That's so dumb. Let me just completely re-add it, or maybe just remove it first. See what happens. If something somehow didn't get changed, I know that sometimes weird stuff happens, so this too is also annoying. Some timing issue with networking, I think, but okay, so it still has the click. That is insane, because in the game room I see that canvas, pick your team, team buttons. This one does not. This one has on click, and this one has no on click. Did I add that? Oh, maybe I added that programmatically somewhere? I don't remember, but maybe I did. No, hold on, I did not. That's... This is so weird. This is so weird. It's like it's some link is wrong. There's 2 game rooms here. Oh yeah, that's true. Room 2 and room 3. Well, I give up for now. This button thing is really strange. Team red, on click, pick team 0. Team blue, button, on click, nothing. Let me just remove it here as well. Can't do that. See what happens. That's game room, there's nothing else there. No. They don't have... This is weird. Process packets, keep going, blah blah blah. Alright, here. Event system. Current input module update. Print team, pick team. Why does it pick team? Why? Oh wow. That's interesting. Pick team -1 for this one. -1. So something weird has happened here. Something very peculiar. Why would it even do that? This actually should be here. That is so strange. I really don't see how it would do that. It sends a pick team message for every button. Though, to be fair, I did not even check those. Maybe they do actually have that on there. Yeah, pick team -1. So that is fair. And the random button as well. And then maybe in some weird way that one is not saved correctly. No, it is saved correctly. Oh, the exit. I didn't do the exit button yet. I have to look into this. It might be some caching thing. But yeah, the principle works, so I'm not gonna get into that much more. I'm just gonna have to see where the actual trigger comes from in the event system and see if that's a problem. I might just do one more test to make sure that it's not some... okay, I'll just open the server here. And then open the client on this one to rule out some weird stuff. No cameras rendering was weird. 2 teams, click. That is so extremely insane. Game room, canvas. Pick your team. Team buttons, team red, nothing. Team blue, nothing. Team blue button, interactable, but there's really no on click. I should find where this is coming from. But I'm not gonna do that now because now is the end of today. Well, at least the stream. Yeah. So I'm gonna sort of say that is preliminary. Preliminary team switching interface. Still one bug with team buttons. Nothing new. Yes, good. This is it for now, and then I can push this and everything should be done. All right, thank you very much for watching. That'll be all for today. If you liked this stream, then definitely try liking it on if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, then you can follow us, send some bits, and send like a subscribe to the channel if you want to really support us. And if you want to very much really support us, you can consider becoming a patron for like a little bit. You can support us and our efforts. You can also, of course, wishlist the game on Steam, or wait for it to be released on mobile and then buy the what do you call it? Like buy off the ads. The landing page for Outranked, just one more time, is outranked.net. It has a link to the Discord as well, so definitely also join that one so that you can get a beta key to test the game. Once we finish this bit and actually get to the encounters, which I wanted to do today, but I guess I didn't have enough luck with this interface thingy. Then the rest that I can say is thank you very much for watching again, and that the next stream will be on Thursday, same time, same place. Hope to see you there. It's gonna be then I'm actually gonna get to the encounters, I think. So also probably we'll have some artwork to show for the way we're gonna put the scenes in, like the forest. We've got two arenas that we're gonna do at first. That's gonna be a forest arena and a spaceship, space station kind of arena. That's the first two ones that we want to have at release. And we will start with a 1v1 team, like one team versus one team. And then after release, we'll add more teams, we'll add more arenas, we'll add more hats, keep adding stuff. So yeah, I think Thursday I will definitely have some kind of art things to show as well. So definitely tune in and say hi, of course. Thank you again. This music is the music I've made for my last Ludum Dare game, League of Ultra Detectives, which we might make into a game sometime soon as well. Enjoy and see you Thursday. Bye bye.